Heather Ford is live in Santa Isabel this morning.
So she's checking out this ranch for specialized dog training. How cool is this, Heather? Oh, baby.
Look at this little puppy.
Look at that little guy.
Oh, you are so cute. Yes, these are the little guys that are going to get trained out here. This is Stage, the puppy. Hello. And I want to be able to talk a little bit. I know he's going to get so wiry in just a second, but maybe Steve will be able to talk to you at the same time. Maybe. No, I don't think so. All right,
okay,
we're going to have to hand him off in just a second, but this place is so cool. It's called Raney Ranch, and you guys are training Labradors, Retrievers. All right, I'm going to let you go. Okay, go ahead. We got to let him play. This is 150 acres worth of land, so I'm sure he's got plenty of room.
They got plenty of room to run around, and that's what we do here. We train retrievers. We also breed them all three colors, black, yellow, and chocolate.
So what's really interesting is it's not just obedience. There's all kinds of training that's going on here, very specialized. Can you talk about what that means and what we're training these dogs to do out here?
Yes. First of all, we want to teach all dogs on-lead obedience training, which you see the dogs on lead right now. Then we also want to teach them off-lead obedience to where they have the same fundamentals without the leash. Then we take dogs into advanced training as far as retrieving bumpers, birds, for hunters, or just for people that want to play with their dogs at the beach.
So what's really interesting is we can look around and see a little, would you call these decoys?
Those are a silhouette decoy,
And that's going to be part of the training that is kind of encompassed in all of this. And this is a real camp, like a summer camp for dogs. They come here for how many weeks and go through this training?
Basic training is 4 to 6 months for a gun dog. Obedience training on lead is 1 month. Off lead takes a second month to accomplish that.
So you're training hunting dogs out here.
That's exactly what we do. But we also board, we're a boarding facility, so people that want to leave their dogs here are able to do that. We're able to bring them to the field, let them pick up some bumpers and have some fun.
Okay, so let's go through. I'm going to stand on the other side of you, and let's go through just a very, very simple obedience training that we've done with, who is this little pup right here?
This is Rhea.
And how old is Rhea?
Oh, Rhea's 4 years old.
Okay.
She's full of energy, but we'll just do a little on-lead demonstration, and then we'll do an off-lead demonstration with Rhea. So the first thing we want to do is just have the dog heel. We can walk. Just tell the dog heel, and the dog will stay at our side.
Okay.
When we stop, the dog should automatically stop and sit, just like she did. If we back up, the dog should back up with us. And when we stop, the dog should stop and sit.
Okay.
Now, as we walk forward, the dog walks forward.
We might have to turn around and walk forward back towards our camera too.
We're gonna make a right-hand turn.
Okay.
The dog follows us. You can see there's not a lot of tugging and stuff here. She wants to play. Sit. Then off-lead obedience is no different. We just
and this would be really helpful for people who are even at the beach or all of our dog parks in San Diego.
Absolutely. You want to have control of your dog. You don't want your dog running off, jumping on other people.
Especially if they're 30, 40, 50, maybe 60 pounds.
You bet. Let's put Rhea in what we call a remote sit. I'm just going to have her sit here, and we're going to walk away from her.
Okay.
Sit.
Here we go.
Now we can carry on a conversation, talk to someone. We can turn around. That dog's not going to come to us until we call her or signal with my hand.
Oh.
So.
Oh, she's so good.
Oh, yes.
Now, does she get distracted, though? If there's say 40 or less, a couple dogs around, then that could probably be a little bit of a deterrent.
Dogs are dogs.
Right.
They're not a robot. They're not a machine. But 80% of the time, you've got full control of them. You might have to get their attention 20% of the time.
This is really cool. I love the fact that, too, it seems like such a simple thing, but a lot of people just don't have the time to do it. And that's why we wanted to show off this place today, is because really you're going to get that one-on-one attention. And I want to tell everyone, because Shali, Raul, if you've never been out here, this is a beautiful landscape. It is gorgeous. And if I thought that we could go to a remote place in San Diego and I hadn't been there yet, well, this is probably the farthest we've ever traveled, out in the middle of literally nowhere. But it's plenty of a safe and protected room and space for these dogs to run around and really get the training that they want to. We're going to talk a little bit about the retrieval and kind of the pond. If there are hunters, people who like to do that kind of sport, we're going to show you how you kind of raise your dog to be part of that experience as well out here. So that's part of this morning and what we're going to show you guys what this place is all about.
Wow. You bet. Do you want to see what force fetch is?
Wait, in a second, I think.
Okay.
Actually, how long does that take?
Oh, we can show it in probably 30 seconds or so.
We got 30 seconds. I want to see it.
Let's do it. 30 seconds, go.
Here's what force fetch is.
Okay.
Fetch.
Oh.
Now this dog's not allowed to release that bumper, a bird, or a tennis ball until we tell that dog to. Here, heel. Sit. Then we can reach down and just say drop. Sit.
That's amazing.
Rhea.
Heather, I just don't understand why the birds out there
release them
aren't
to
moving
pick
around.
something up. Wow. Sit.
Oh,
And this
really?
is for-
Chrissy's
Those birds
asking
are
why
really
the birds aren't moving around.
stoic.
You're-
Those are the most stoic birds I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Aren't going to move very far.
They're frozen with fear. They've
Yeah,
never been
they're
on TV
frozen
before.
with fear.
This dog, she's still holding the bumper. I'll put
Hold
her
on.
in the truck now.
Okay. She's so cute. My favorite's the little puppy. I'm gonna have a hard time not going home with one of those.
Oh, those dogs are whoa,
Wow.
whoa,
Give
whoa.
you an idea of off-lead
Oh.
obedience.
A dog should close its
Force
own
fed,
door.
She's still holding that bumper because I haven't released her yet.
Ah,
Here.
okay.
Now I'll release
Look
her
at
and
this.
I'll let her be a dog.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Here.
May I ask, is any
And how
dog-
long did it take her to get like this? Because she's 4, right?
She's 4. She's an advanced dog. We'll see. I'm going to let you run her later this morning.
I like that idea.
Can any
Very
dog be
good,
trained like
Chrissy's
that?
got a question, I think.
Can any dog be trained like
Any
that?
dog. Can any dog? You guys breed these kind of dogs, so could you take maybe a rescue? What if you want a rescue dog and then you bring it here? Is that gonna be
We-
the same? Or?
We've got several dogs that have come from rescue centers that are here in training for obedience training. We're teaching some of them to retrieve, and we're also teaching some to be hunting dogs.
Oh, very neat, very neat. I like that because there's so many dogs out at the rescue facilities. I always think that's probably where I would end up trying to go find one is just out there because there's so many that need homes.
Yeah.
You bet. Absolutely.
Oh,
Lovely
you're so
dogs.
good.
Oh,
Yeah, she's a good
what a gorgeous animal.
And
That's
those-
amazing.
soft.
Looking forward to the rest of the morning, Heather. Thank you so much. Wow.
Wondering if those techniques can be used on children.
Of
you know,
course.
in a
Yeah,
polite,
yeah.
like
Yes.
sit,
Similar tricks. Yeah.
Yes.
go,